What is up, you guys? Welcome to today's video. So for today, we're going to be talking about something that's been going on with Twitter. It's something that probably a lot of you have heard about, but we're going to be discussing the Twitter ban that has happened. So in Brazil, for those of you who are unaware, they have now banned Twitter. So you can no longer access Twitter if you are a resident of Brazil. The website's access was removed from both mobile and computer devices. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that today. We're going to talk about what exactly caused it. We're going to go over a CNN article real quick, which has a little bit of information that I think is pertinent to this and will help us understand it a lot better. After that, we'll go ahead and review a couple of things on Twitter. And then from there, we should have enough for our full story. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and get into this. So first up, we have our CNN article. So anyone trying to access X in Brazil was blocked on Saturday after the country enforced a court-ordered suspension of Elon Musk's social media site. So over the past 24 hours, Brazilians, including President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, have been bidding farewell to X, with some posting links to their profiles on other social media platforms. Attempts to access the site on a web browser or through the app on Saturday were met with an error message. So this is what caused them to no longer be able to access the Twitter app. So the blockage comes after Brazil's Supreme Court on Friday ordered the suspension of X nationwide because Musk refused to name a legal representative in the country. So Brazilian law requires companies operating in the jurisdiction to have legal representation, but X, formerly known as Twitter, shut down its Brazilian representative office on August 17th after Justice Alexander de Moraes threatened to prosecute it. So it further escalates a months-long feud over free speech, far-right accounts, and misinformation. The Supreme Court previously issued orders to block multiple X accounts as part of Brazil's sweeping investigation into the spread of misinformation online and speech aimed at undermining the country's democracy. Now, for those of you who are wondering what exactly this has to do with why it was banned, the reason it was banned is because, as we stated in the last paragraph, in Brazilian law, it requires companies operating the jurisdiction to have legal representation. So because they had shut down their legal representative office because they shut down their Brazilian representative office on August 17th, they were no longer in compliance with Brazilian law and had to be shut down. So moving on from the CNN article, now we have what is going on Twitter. So Elon Musk has created a separate Twitter account to handle any directives that basically are in violation of the rights of free speech or anything like that in this case. So basically this Twitter account is meant to expose any of these legal documents that are in violation of free speech and stuff like that. So, for example, Moraes, August 8th, ordered that X is in direct violation of Brazilian law. See the comparison for yourself. So here we have the documentation, which we're going to read. Order from Alexander de Moraes. X must block within 2 hours and in secret the following accounts, including that of a sitting Brazilian senator, in their entirety, without any reference to a single illegal post from any of the accounts. And then we have a couple of the ads. I'm not going to read them because I don't think it really matters, but there they are. A federal constitution, Article 5. All persons are equal before the law without any distinction whatsoever. Brazilians and foreigners reside in the country being ensured of inviolability of the right to life, to liberty, to equality, to security, and to property on the following terms. 4. The expression of thought is free and anonymity is forbidden. IX. The expression of intellectual, artistic, scientific, and communications activities is free, independently of censorship or license. Article 220. The manifestation of thought, the creation, the expressions, and the information in any form, process, or medium shall not be subject to any restriction, with due regard to the provisions of this Constitution. Any and all censorship of a political, ideological, and artistic nature is forbidden. So these are the clauses that they are in direct violation of, according to this Twitter account. So the reason why they are in violation is, once again, if we cover through here, they say independent of censorship. So they are not allowed to infringe on this and provide censorship to people, especially in the case of political, ideological, and artistic nature. So they are in direct violation of this because it is a Brazilian senator in their entirety without any reference to a single illegal post from any of the accounts. So one of them is in political in nature. I don't know about the rest of these accounts, but it does in fact seem like these are people of power, as we have a Brazilian senator, the wife of a Brazilian deputy, internet personality, pastor, and a few other people. So in terms of that, I do think there is a little bit of legality that can be questioned here by lawyers. So we'll see how this ends up in the future. But we also have the documentation here, as well as when we go ahead in the comments, we can see even one person, the first comment, you just doxed your own users. This app is really ran by a group of fucking idiots. Because as stated, they're trying to keep it private by saying it's going to be anonymous, block within 2 hours, and in secret the following accounts. But then you're going to post a whole post declaring which accounts are being blocked. And on top of that, you're not even going to censor it. At least censor it so that people don't know who you're blocking or who you are getting the request to block. Why would you provide that information? I don't think it's really relevant, and I don't think it matters that Dra Paola underscore is getting banned, or blocked. But it does bring to question what a lot of people are claiming is, why would you run the risk of losing your whole base of people in Brazil over 7 accounts when all 7 of these accounts are Brazilian? So regardless of anything, these accounts were lost with all of the other users in Brazil. So we already, on top of losing the Brazilian users, we also lose these 7 people. So it's like, you could have just banned the 7 and been done, and that's it. Or blocked the 7 and been done. That's it. It's over. But instead, you choose to go around in a circle, not block them, and then now they're still going to get blocked. But now the whole country is getting blocked as well. It's insane. But we also have another tweet. So, alright, let me get this straight. The Brazilian government asked Musk to ban 7 accounts. That's it. Instead of banning the 7 accounts, Musk decides to lose Brazil, even though Brazil is the 3rd largest user of Twitter. Musk then exposes the actual names of the 7 accounts. What? But let me know what you guys think about this situation. It is a little bit insane. Sucks that Brazil won't be able to use Twitter, but let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you guys. Peace out.